Hello, just another quick video. Someone asked me to do a another story about my life in Japan when I first came here. So I can't remember do them all in the right order. But I was working. I've just watched a video of a mariachi band, and I love that music. By the way, it's great. And it reminded me, this mariachi band, they were like playing music to a beluga whale, and the beluga whale was responding to the music, which was so cute. But it reminded me when I worked in a Mexican bar in Tokyo with the young girl you've seen on the video. And we used to sell so much tequila, but before I got there, they had like a record-breaking month. In one night, they sold 40 bottles of tequila. But most of this was used in making frozen margaritas. We made excellent margaritas. They really tasted fantastic. But because we sold so well, at L.A Mex in the Minami aoyama station, or at it, what do you call? I can't remember the name of the tequila company now. What's it? Cuervo. Yeah, Cuervo. So they sent a mariachi band. So they had Cuervo have a mariachi band that goes around the world playing music, and this was like a really good band, and they were fantastic. And it was a special night for the customers. It was a free concert, and they came from Mexico, I think, and they were on this tour. And our restaurant, I think it was the top selling tequila or restaurant in Japan. And I think there was about 5 or 6 people in the band, and they were absolutely amazing, this mariachi band. And one guy was like he was like a whistler, and it was amazing how he could whistle. But so I worked in that restaurant for about 1 year, I think, something like that, and then it closed down. A few years later. The owner of the restaurant was called James Hyder, and his father was a famous singer in Japan, and so whenever I mentioned it to older people, they did actually know this Hyder-san. So, but I think he used to spend his money willy-nilly, and he went under. But I did ask him for a pay rise. I think I used to get about 1,000 yen per hour then, but like I said, it was a great job. Really enjoyed it, and I asked him for a pay rise one day, and he said, "Well, I can't give you a pay rise, but he says you make really good margaritas." And I thought, yeah, well, I can buy loads of grocery with that comment, can't I? So, but like I said, so that was just my trip down memory lane of the Mexican restaurant. But if you want to make a good tequila, you get 1.5 parts Cuervo. The best one, if you can get like an aged tequila, Añejo tequila, 12 years old. If you can get that, lime juice, 1 portion of lime juice, and 1 portion of the orange liqueur, which you want, Cointreau. That's the best one. The triple sec is crap. Don't use triple sec. So it's, for the very best deluxe margarita, 1.5 of an aged tequila, 1 measure of fresh lime juice, not from the bottle. Get a fresh lime juice, totally different taste, and 1 measure of Cointreau, and then just mix that over ice and pour in a glass. That's the best recipe for a Cointreau, and please try it out and enjoy it. Oh yeah, another thing with that, girls. So what we used to make these margaritas, and one day there was a dish at the restaurant, and it was called chili colorado, and it was big chunks of meat, and they were soaked for ages. They were boiled for a long time, and then we put in loads of we fried the onions, chopped it really finely, fried the onions, then put in loads of chili and some cream, and then we cooked it for ages. But a fantastic dish. You would have it with tortilla, and like I said. But one day because I wanted to make this at home, I ground some onion inside the blender, and I told the pretty girl in the photograph, and I said I was making a new cocktail, a new recipe for margaritas, and I gave her a spoonful of ground onion, and she didn't like that. And then 5 minutes later, I got her sister with the same trick, so I got both of them. So anyway, so that's a tale from the Mexican restaurant L.A Mex. If anybody managed to see this, Patrick or any of the other guys, if you managed to see this, please get in touch. Bye bye. Oh dear, the button won't go off.